Good chilly morning. It's about 20 degrees out this morning. 72-ish inside, so that is nice. We need to tackle one of the things we try to hide, which is our pantry.
I usually love, like, I have the pantry at our other house and I love it. It's like I feel like it's like a store. And this one right now is a hot mess, and we don't even have most of the stuff from the other house in here.
No.
So the pantry is going to be a pantry, and then it's also going to have everything else in it, like the gadgets and extra stuff like overflow, like paper towels and all that. And right now we can't even really walk in here, like going like this across. So we were going to hold off, but we can't.
And so we need to get that organized, figured out. I think it'll make the house feel a lot better.
Yeah, because right now we kind of have it overflowing everywhere. Unfortunately, we're going to mess up Freya's little spot probably. What do we keep doing? We'll keep it for you eventually. Freya is loving that spot. That's where we keep finding him. Also other places, but there is a place where he's just been spending most of his time, and it's pretty cute.
So now we have to make another mess before we can get organized. We have to pull everything out, kind of sort it, and then figure out how we're gonna get it all put back together.
You feel like you keep moving and moving?
Yep. Keep moving in, reorganizing, making every mess, and
Shuffling.
shuffling. But I will admit, the bathroom is a lot nicer now that we did that last time.
We're loving the bathroom cabinets. I got all the towels, toilet paper, all that stuff in there. And then we'll do more stuff with that later, but right now we're loving it. Oh, he's got my Ballerina Farms box. Oh, we have butler.
Right.
Room service.
Breakfast in bed. So we had originally planned to use these kind of metal shelves, but they're not gonna work. So we're trying to figure out how to get this pantry to work for us.
And all of our needs, because we have a lot of needs. The pantry is also very narrow, so it's got a lot of space, so we're trying to make sure we can use the high and the wall, and then leave it so we can get in there and maneuver easily. Here is our empty pantry tour before we transform it. So we have this way under the stairs, and then we have this side. So we have narrow, it's pretty narrow, but we have shelves. I think we got 12 inches. And then we have it up high, so we're gonna figure that out. And then we have underneath, which we can put gadgets and stuff like that.
We had quite a bit of stuff in there, not organized. It'll be interesting to see how much stuff we can fit in there when everything's organized and how it'll be to use it.
Hopefully we have a lot more room, because we have a lot more stuff from my other pantry to put in here. A lot more food, and then I have a lot more, I have my crock pot and all that other stuff in there too, so.
Right. Gonna find out. We got all those boxes over there to put together. Trying to get a good height established because we got kits offline that are kind of just make them yourself. And we're thinking we want to go 24 inches off the ground with the first shelf. And then I would put our top at 60 inches from there. I think that'd be good. You can still reach up there. Any tippy toes? All right, so it's gonna be 84 inches. Question is, can I get my laser level up that high?
In this area.
Alright, I'm gonna do this the old-fashioned way with a level and turn a pencil line because I can't get my laser level to work in this confined spot the way I want it to.
The batteries are charging.
They are. The sun is out nice and...
Time to do some laundry. So we're learning good times to do laundry. We learned that we want to open our dishwasher when it's finished at night so the fan doesn't keep running. What else did we learn in this little bit of time?
That's it so far.
Yeah, so just little things, and it's not a big deal, but this time of year we don't get a lot of sun, and it's just gonna get more gloomy.
The thing
December to February, I think.
Right. The thing is, if we get 2 to 3 hours of full sun in a day, we're good. But if we get, you know, a gloomy or stormy day, then yeah, we'll have to run the generator more. Yesterday, we didn't get a ton of sun, but we got enough to charge it up, which was nice to see. So we're just keeping an eye on everything to see how the solar works and how well it charges up this time of the year.
Right, because if we don't have to run a generator, then we don't have to use propane, so.
In the summertime, we got more than enough power. We could charge an electric truck and probably a bunch of electric tractors and have plenty enough power to do that. But then in the wintertime, the way the sun goes.
It's kind of just like chicken eggs. You get so many chicken eggs, you have
Right.
too many, and then you go from that to nothing.
We have a bunch of different boxes. And I'm not exactly sure what goes where. Oh, in this box, I don't know if this is our upright post or if these are our horizontal ones. Okay, so these are the up and down tracks, 60 inches. I almost wonder if we didn't get everything shipped.
I think it said it's all here.
Well, we got 5. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Huh.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So these come with pre-drilled holes, and then they give you anchor bolts to go into the sheetrock. What I want to do is figure out my stud placing and then drill our holes so I can screw some screws right into the studs. We can hold a lot of weight. We're not relying on those anchors in the sheetrock. So we're going to change it up a bit. I'm going to start from this end, work my way down.
Wait.
All right, so we have a stud right here. So right there should be one stud. And then I can just go 16 inches back. That should be another stud. $84, right on the money. Then I need now we gotta figure out our spacing for the little coffee nook we're gonna make later on. and then work our way that way as far as we can to the slant.
He's in here working, getting these all ready. I'm just thinking of where I'm gonna put my secret stash of snacks. Mostly my dark chocolate.
Don't sound too secret anymore.
Oh, shoot.
Now we can start hanging the vertical ones.
Then after verticals, you just put shelves, right?
Yeah, we gotta figure out our shelf spacing.
And that can be changed, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Don't hit the ceiling.
It's nice having 10-foot tall ceilings. If we had 8-foot holly ceilings, you'd be hitting them. So we should probably get these stickers off. Those came off a lot easier than I thought they would. Alright. Let's see how our feet work. I'm wondering how many times you're going to be moving everything back and forth. So you don't have to put these on studs, but we're going to try laying ours on studs so that way we can screw into something solid. And we're not just relying on that to support everything. For the heck of it, let's just put 3 in, get the shelves up, and see what we think. Pull it in and lock it in place. Alright, so we just gotta figure out where we want them. But I think that's good.
Yeah.
I can screw these in place and we should be good.
We know you're gonna put more than one.
Yeah, they only recommend 1.
Oh, you do?
And we're in the studs, that's in sheetrock.
Does the kit come with screws, or are you just using, and they do, and you're using these heavier dutier ones, or it doesn't come with anything?
Comes with the ones that you would anchor into sheetrock,
Okay.
not into stud.
The other good thing about this shelf, besides the stand-up one alone, is I can go all the way back. 'Cause the other one, I can only be on that shelf.
These shelves, I think we're gonna have to cut to length.
It looks bigger in here when there's nothing in here.
Right. You'll have it all filled up soon enough.
Not very much.
I really like this color. It goes good with your classical gray. It's another gray one for you.
I didn't even do it on purpose.
Right? It's gray. Did you like that little kung fu move?
I didn't even pay attention. I was too busy looking at my sad wreath over there. I don't have anything to hook it on the door, so it's inside. I had stopped at Lowe's and gotten a thing to hook the wreath on the door, and I didn't want to hook it over the door because I didn't want to mess up the weather stripping. So the only thing else I saw there was a suction cup one, and guess what? It will not stay suction cup. So now it's fallen a couple times, and I need to figure out something else. So if you think it looks sad, it does. I like it. I'm gonna fill them up.
You are?
Ready. What do you think?
I think that's a lot of shelf space. All right, so we are making this track system work for our slant ceiling. This one I have screwed into a stud. So I'm gonna do the same thing. We're gonna come over one more, so we have one more track, screw that in on a stud, and then we'll be able to have our shelving system a little bit further this way, and then up top we'll just have to cut it back. But we'll gain all this lower shelf. So we'll mark it over here.
I am taking away shelving from right here because I have a cabinet that I'm gonna put here for like a coffee bar. Coffee, cocoa, tea bar right here. And that way if it gets too out of control, I can shut the pantry door, or we can have the pantry door open. So my biggest decision right now is to figure out what I want to put where. I'm thinking, since we're gonna have a refrigerator down there, I will put food stuff over here.
Hands that are gentle, working and able, feet in the wine press, build up a township.
So Al's hard at work and doing the storage side of the pantry, and I have what we have for snacks and food, that kind of stuff, aside to our meat and stuff like that. Stuff that's in the fridge or the freezer over here. So we have our snacky area, then our baking, and then we have like rice and pasta. I have my flour and my sugar. I have my root vegetables, my potatoes, my sweet potatoes and stuff like that at the bottom because this area we left no radiant floor heat. So it's cool in here, and especially if we leave the door shut, it should stay cooler.
Diamonds, beauty for ashes, silk in the sunshine, oil of gladness, tower of justice, pillar of marble, soft as a sunset, wings of an eagle.
Wow, look at all the shelves.
It's a lot of shelving.
It's a lot. It's awesome.
Of storage.
So not only do we have a lot of usable storage now, we were also able to keep that cubby in here, so Figaro can still have a spot. Welcome to our off-grid pantry. I love it. We love it. This is the cooking side. Has all the flours and stuff to do baking and cooking. And then we have a shelf coming for like a little coffee tea bar. That was my idea. And then we have all of our gadgets and dog food and cat food and all of our stuff. And then I have a little place for my cleaning stuff. So we do have a few more things to bring in and a couple little things that we're gonna do.
So on video, it looks huge in here. It's a good sized pantry, but I just want to let you guys know it is only 41 inches wide, and to the end of that shelf is about 18 feet. So we're working with a very narrow area, but long. So I feel like we've maximized it the best that we can. It would have been nice to have 2 sets of shelves in here, but we wouldn't have room for walking. This way we can get in here, get up and down, put stuff away comfortably. One other thing we did when we were building this house, me and Gina did all of the radiant in-floor plumbing in the concrete. We made sure not to put any PEX tubing where the pantry was going to be, and it is amazing how much colder this floor is. So on the cooking side, we put all of our root vegetables on the ground, hoping that that will keep colder so they will last longer. That is a trial and error, and we'll keep you guys posted and let you know how that works, but it's definitely a lot colder down here. So the living room floor is 76.4. Pantry is 63.4. So 13 degrees difference. Still a little bit warmer than a root cellar would be, but that should make it last longer than keeping it inside the house. We'll just have to make sure we keep the door closed.
So let us know in the comments below if you love our pantry. I think we made it usable for us, and then hopefully I will make room, so if I do canning and stuff in the next garden season, we have a place for that. And then we just have, you know, as we work with it, we'll move things around a little bit, but I think we have everything kind of in a spot. So I'm really, really happy with this.